just a cowboy,
10 to 8.
lonesome on this trail.
This is where I really can tell where the rain helped. This is pasture they've already grazed and not allowed to go back on. They would have, I put up the fence to make little strips for them. Try to move them almost every day. They're about 30 to 40 feet wide, and then the length of the pasture, which is a little over 700 feet, so roughly a half-acre paddocks. But the regrowth is where I can tell it's already kind of gotten greened up to start growing again. This is, of course, where they're grazing now, and then this gets pushed out every day, moved once, sometimes once every 2 days, kind of depends. Oh, the scary water tanks. I got to move these, otherwise this gets packed down and muddied up. It doesn't take long, but that's nice with this water system that we installed last year above ground. Every 100 feet there's some hookups for the hoses here, and so I'll just move them further this way so they don't get that all packed down. Move them with them. Got their mineral that moves with them, which it's amazing how sometimes they really hit certain stuff hard. The salt lately, especially Redmond salt, they hit that hard. But they're doing fantastic. So here's the point where they can't go any further. You can see the grass is taller and thicker here where they haven't. This got moved last night, and then I'll move this again further into fresh grass. And usually I'll have a fence so they can't go back, so they're kind of caught, or not caught, but I guess you could say trapped in these paddocks and they get moved. But I don't have a shade, so I let them go back to the trees. But also, this grass is unusual this year. Plus, there's a lot of clover, which means it's really good feed. It's great for the ground, good nitrogen fixing. But sometimes they get a little rich for them in the flower stage, which most of this is in the seed stage. But they've been, this grass is strange. It almost kind of went somewhat dormant for a while with the lack of rain. This is just my guess. And then it got real green again, like a spring grass gets real green and rich, and they can get not quite diarrhea, but just real loose off of it and actually lose a little bit, almost too much protein. They can drop a little weight. And I saw that was starting to happen, so I let them go back and eat. Not only get the shade, but that grass down there is a little more mature, so they'll balance themselves out. They'll kind of balance their guts out a little bit if you give them a variety. But obviously when they're forced into one spot, which is, I mean, it's great grass up here. They love it because it tastes great. But I've noticed they have gone down there quite a bit. Stuff they've already grazed, not overgrazed, but grazed. But man, they hit this hard too already. This is This is what's coming up, and then I don't know. I got other pastures. This rain helped a lot. Copper thinks so. I'm using Copper today because last night, I don't know, he was the one I happened to grab out there in the Remuda, and it was later, it was dark, and I knew I had a roping lesson in the morning, so I just turned them out in my arena, which is close to the house. And well, then we had the rain, so we got a little rained out in the arena, but I might as well use them. Turned them out on the yard for a little bit. And then he went a little bit too far down the driveway. Not bad. Went down the four-wheeler, caught him, brought him back, and here we are. And I brushed his saddle part where his saddle is, otherwise I left him muddy. It's good fly repellent, because he'll just roll again. But I do get it clean where the saddle goes, that's important. But otherwise, mud, sand, that's when they roll in it, that's the best fly repellent. Boy, they were bad this morning on him, but they don't seem bad out here. Sometimes a little moisture gets those flies going again. Such a beautiful sight. Rain, shine, snow, it's all good. Cold, hot, it's a beautiful sight. Especially looking between the ears. Here's another visual of the unusually dry year we're having. Yet it's green, but it's dry. This is a pond, supposed to be. Places I think it's probably 6-7 feet deep. And these cattle here yesterday were laying down in it and didn't get muddy because I'm sure it's cooler. Like I said, I've seen it low before, but never completely dry. Oh man, these flies on you, huh? Well, my equine and my canine were able to get the 2 bovines out of this bigger pasture with 20 plus head, sorted them off, brought them through. We only had to circle around once. There's those scary waters, Copper. They're gonna get you. Just keep an eye on them. They're my roping cattle for tomorrow's morning breakaway. I already have 7 in here, but now these 2 are where they kind of belong. They didn't get out. I just let them out there for a while after we had a little bit of rain a week ago. And we need some desperately. It's getting pretty serious. Keep hoping for the best.
I am just a cowboy